Okay, this is the preparatory working that I'm doing for it's a civil court case. The story goes, it's a company basically that has cheated and unfairly dismissed the client. He's owed quite a bit of money. He's owed holiday pay, things like that. And the three people involved, we basically want to make them be exposed in court, and we want everything to sway towards the client. This is going to be the first initial part of it, which is the sour working, to get the case all mixed up and confused, etc. Um, and to sour it, obviously. Uh, I'm calling forth Belial, Lord Belial, on this one. I've already called him. Once I shut this video down, I will work on this spell with Belial, and I've made a deal with Belial. So if you're doing this working, I would suggest to do it without calling on Belial. I've been working with Belial for many, many, many years, and I really think you need to approach him gently, get to know him as a spirit. Well, he's not just a spirit; he's a god. He's a god of left-hand path ascension. So I wouldn't rush into working with him. I would, immerse yourself, learn about him. Get the feel for him before you actually call him forth for any matter, because Belial, not to sound scary, but Belial, if not approached correctly, will bulldoze through your life and he will rip and tear it apart. In a nutshell, because many years ago that is actually what happened to me, and I'm saying many, many years ago, as in 20 years ago. I have been practicing the arts for over 25 years. I may not sound old, but I have been practicing it for quite a while, and I know how to work with the spirits of the Goetia. So, in demonology, Belial is Satan's most venerable demon. Even in the Old Testament, Belial was the one that was actually in charge. His name means worthlessness, without a master, lawless even. He's one of the four crown princes of hell, represents the carnal side of man, think lust, everything very primal, sex, pleasure, all that. So yeah, unrestrained by law or mortality, loveless, immoral. That's Belial. But upon saying that, once you have that bond with Belial, Belial will be the greatest ally you will ever have and need in life. I have a personal story to tell about Belial, about how much he helped me, and how I'm forever grateful. And Belial will always be a part of my life. He will always be my patron, because he has helped me immensely, immensely. Something that was extremely serious, that meant, the thought of it is actually freaking me out at the minute. I don't even want to think about it, but he helped me with that, and the outcome was actually hilarious. So I will tell that story someday on this channel, but at the moment I won't tell it, because I just don't think it's the right time, and I want to be heard by the right people. At the minute, I don't think that's the case. I'm not saying anything about subscribers or anything. You guys are great. Everyone that likes this channel, it's nothing to do with you. So I just want to state that, Belial, King Belial. So I'm going to refer back to this book again, just to give you a bit of insight from the book. You were asking, and I think you all did find out. It's Aleister Crowley's Illustrated Goetia, Lord Milo Duquette. Lord Milo Duquette is such a great guy. I love Lord Milo Duquette. Oh, I really, really, really love him. He's such a smooth operator. I really like him. So it's this book. Anyway, King Belial. Six of Swords is the card. Gold is the metal. 68th spirit is Belial. He is a mighty and powerful king, and was created next to Lucifer. Sorry, created next after Lucifer. Excuse me. He appears in the form of a beautiful angel sitting in a chariot of fire. He speaks with a comely voice and declares that he fell first from among the worthier sort that were before Michael and other heavenly angels. His office is to distribute presentations and I cannot say this word. Senatorships? Yeah. And to cause favour of friends and of foes. He gives excellent familiars and governs 50 legions of spirits. Note well that this King Belial must have offerings, sacrifices, and gifts presented unto him by the exorcist, or else he will not give true answers unto his demands. But then he tarries not 1 hour in the truth, unless he is to be constrained by divine power. That's quite shows you the seal there. I don't know if you can see that. Whereas I use this one. That's pretty. It sounds pretty Solomonic, the wording. If I could find Stephanie Conley's book. Yeah. Sorry. Let me see. Where is he? She's got a different sort of. It's from the Demolatry. So yeah, that's Stephanie Conley's Goetia. She's another writer I really like. She said his color is yellow, incense, Frankenstein, I nearly said, frankincense, metal gold, planet sun, element fire. His N is lyric tassa viva relic Belial. Distributes titles and can make friends and enemies favour your position. He gives familiars. The magician must give offerings, sacrifices, and gifts if he wants Belial to be truthful. In the Ducante hierarchy, I can never say that word. Excuse me for being dumb. Belial is seen as the representative demonic force of Earth, master of the Earth, like I was saying. In this aspect, he is a destructive Earth force. This makes invoking this aspect apt for execrations and necromancy, not to mention business endeavours that require aggressive measures. So yeah, he is great for court work. Belial doesn't like authority, in my opinion. He doesn't like, how can you put it, the man. So that's why I call Belial forward for this working. So Belial, his name will be known. That's part of his, when he comes through, that'll be part of what he gets in return for this. So I offer him a candle, and I find that he likes the finer things in life. Fancy chocolate. I get the impression that yes, that's what he likes. Also, he likes wine, any kind of spirits. Spirits like spirits. Just go by that motto. But anyway, cleansed out jar. This is going in, okay, and we're going to fill that up with vinegar to get the sourness going. Always see in your mind's eye the end result. Okay. I'm going to put some cayenne pepper in there. Okay, and some DUME. Okay. Devil's Dung. Some chili to bring some heat into this situation. And black mustard seeds for discord. Confusion powder, because we want their case to be unstable for the judge to see that. I'm actually going to put in some hot foot powder because I want these guys out of the client's life once and for all. Okay. And I'm going to put in some knotweed. Knotweed stops them in their tracks. It stops them from progressing any further. So in it goes. Black salt to bring about that darkness. All right. Because they have been dabbling in some illegal activities, etc., I'm going to put in some jail dirt. Okay. I'm sure the client would be overjoyed if she heard that something was found out and they were going to go to jail. Good for dust. Excuse me. This is so strong. It catches me every time. All right. Okay, now this is powdered blood. I will be offering this to Belial as well, but I'm putting a tiny bit into the jar for kick. So yeah, he'll get an offering of that. Blood in spell work boosts it a lot. So if you're doing this, and let's say you are familiar with Belial and his teachings, what you could do is you get the sigil, you open the sigil, and what I mean by opening the sigil is you call him forward, you gaze at this until it goes like 3D. You feel you wait and you see it, you feel the presence, you know the spirit is there. Then you make your then you make your pact, or you state what you want. You could use a pendulum to see how things are going, yes, no kind of thing. I usually go with gut instinct because I've been working with this guy for so long. Sometimes I get like a download of information, as crazy as that sounds. But you could put some of your own blood on the back of the seal. Some people say not to offer your blood to the demonic, to any spirit, but to me, blood makes things work a lot faster and a lot quicker. It's up to you at the end of the day. You could use a diabetic lancet and just prick your finger a tiny bit and just stab it on the back of this seal. And I always write on the back of this what I want, and I write, this is our covenant. So okay, so I'm going to put in some cemetery dirt in here because I want to bring about the death of their business, the death of their court case. Black rush powder. Okay. Some black pepper. It wants to bounce over the floor. Okay. I'm going to fill it up with a tiny bit more vinegar. I'm going to put in 9 nails also. You could use pins, glass, whatever you have. Always seeing in your mind's eye, see yourself walking out of court and everything has worked out in your favor. A tiny bit of sulphur. Some Spanish moss. Spanish moss makes people, it holds them down in a shitty place that they're, it doesn't help them move forward. It drags them down, and that's what we want. So I'm going to pop the lid in this. I'm not putting the seal in. I'll give it a shake. I'll be shaking this every single day. And the seal will go there. Candle here. I'll burn this candle down. This will be over a period of probably 9 nights, or until she goes to court. I think might be a better option. Yeah, until she goes to court. So that will go there, and I'll burn that. So I'm just going to pop this to the side. I did have a look at a couple of cards regarding to the situation. Sorry if I'm talking fast, it's just I'm time limited on this video. Okay. So the key card is the garden, and the garden is related to a social event, or it can mean like a gathering. It could mean court. I would have probably looked for more like an official building, but it could mean like some sort of meeting. So the clover, that's the card of luck, and the tree card, that can mean health. So just be careful that your husband's not, and yourself is not stressing out too much over this. But the tree also, I like to see it as a card of stability, setting in roots in life and growing. So over here I have the ring. That can mean contracts, written contracts, and the fish card, that's about money. So I see a meeting with some luck, a contract being signed to do with money. So I'm really hoping that by the look of things, there's going to be something arranged. It could be out of court, but I don't think so, because I think that trio are just nasty to the core, and I don't think it will be sort of out of court. I think it will go to court, but I don't know. I'm not certain. It could. They maybe settle out of court, down the line. I'm not certain on it, but I do think you'll get what you want with regards to, money, because I'm seeing that ring and the fish standing together. So it's very, very promising, and it looks really good. So, and what I'm going to do is, when you're going to go to court, I'm going to send you this seal by email of Belial. Please print it out on your computer. Go over the lines with a black pen and carry that on you or on your husband in his wallet. Take that into court, and it's just so that you have, his essence with you, and he will help. So the next part of this working will be the sweetening jar, to sweeten you up with regards to the judge or whoever else is looking at the case, because we want you and your husband to, we want you to be favoured. So that's the next part of this working. So at the minute, this is how we're going to throw a spanner in the works with regards to, like I said, we really want their case to be frowned upon. So it's houseofmagick@gmail.com. For everyone else, you can write to me if you have a question. It does take me a while to get back to you. Please forgive me. These videos take quite a while to upload, etc. But I'm getting there. So houseofmagick@gmail.com, or whatever you have to say, please leave it in the comments section and I'll get back to you. So I just want to say thank you to everyone, and have a blessed evening.